Thank you very much. Thank you very much. My name is Bob Rufer. So what's been going on? The big news in California, you know that a federal judge declared Proposition 8 unconstitutional. Did you hear about that? Yeah, how about that? Do you know that there are still protesters picketing outside of Mormon temples in this state because of their support for Proposition 8 outlawing gay marriage? A spokesman for the Mormons said, "We believe that marriage should be between a man and a woman, and another woman, and 3 more women and a teenage girl." Sarah Palin's daughter Bristol was in the news. You know, she was supposed to get married to Levi Johnston, the father of her baby, but the last I heard, the wedding was called off. Oh, you know that he posed naked in Playgirl magazine. Did you know that? Levi Johnston posed naked in Playgirl magazine. Everyone was shocked. Nobody could believe that Playgirl is still being published. Speaking of shocks, a wireless supplier Verizon sent shockwaves through the high-tech industry this week when they announced their newest product. It's a phone that makes phone calls. Might take a minute. I did a little traveling lately. I took my wife to the Grand Canyon, but she wouldn't get close enough to the edge. I actually did try to kill her one time. Well, that's her version. And as every married man in this room knows, the wife is always right. We were also in Las Vegas. Do you know that Las Vegas, Nevada, Sin City, now has strict no smoking laws, which brings the total number of things you cannot do in Las Vegas to 1. And you know, singer and entertainer Cher, she opened at Caesar's Palace this week. The show kicks off her 34th annual farewell tour. You know, it was a Las Vegas judge that put O.J. Simpson in jail. Did you know that? Yeah. That's right. Which brought a successful conclusion to O.J.'s 14-year quest to put the real killer behind bars. I know O.J.'s guilty because I'm white. Been white all my life. I blame my parents. Well, of course, the economy has been a big story. The stock market's been such a roller coaster this year, they renamed Wall Street Six Flags. They used to start the trading day every day by ringing a bell. Now they play taps. New York City police apprehended a woman on Wall Street recently who was wandering around ranting and raving. Initially, it was thought to be a traumatized investor. Turned out it was just Sarah Palin rehearsing a speech. Speaking of Sarah Palin, do you know that Sarah Palin now thinks she's psychic? Did you hear that? Sarah Palin now thinks she's psychic. Well, you know, she did that speech where she wrote the notes on her hand. Now she thinks she's a palm reader. By the way, while I'm thinking about it, I would like to thank the Los Angeles Dodgers for saving me hundreds of dollars on World Series tickets. Again. Did you see the LA Times today? There was a big article on the McCourt's divorce. You know that, that Frank was the president of the Dodgers and Jamie was the CEO, and Frank fired his wife. Fired his wife, making him an instant hero to millions of American men. Framed pictures of Frank McCourt now hang in homes across America, right next to John F. Kennedy and Martin Luther King. I had a dream. Then I woke up and she was still there. This is true. I had not set foot in a Walmart until about 2 years ago. Let me tell you how much I love going to Walmart. It makes me feel so thin. Seriously, I saved about $800 on workout equipment at Walmart. Now, I walked in, looked around, and went, I'm not the one who needs to exercise. There was this story out of Kansas City, Missouri. Interstate Bakeries Corporation continues to languish in Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection. You know, they're the people who make Twinkies and Wonder Bread. Analysts believe their sales have fallen because their customers are too fat to walk into stores. You remember, you saw the movie Precious? You know, the actress who played Precious, Gabourey Sidibe or Gaborni Sidibe or whatever her name is? You know what I'm talking about, right? What is she, like 300 pounds? Something like that? Howard Stern said, she'll never get another acting job because she's too fat. No, she'll never get another acting job because nobody can pronounce her name. And besides, she will get another acting job if they ever do a movie about Oprah. A death row inmate in Ohio claimed he was too fat to be executed humanely. It's a true story. Richard Cooey took his case all the way to the Supreme Court, claiming that his obesity made it difficult to access a vein in which to deliver lethal drugs. And the court agreed with him and had him shot. Okay, here's a story that I'd like to see. The corporate offices of the National Rifle Association were held up at gunpoint today. My name is Bob Rufer. Thank you all very much.